right, what's going on there, guys? I just got this in from RC Moment. This is courtesy of RC Moment. This is the JJRC Soul ultra thin foldable Wi-Fi drone. I'm gonna pull this open here. I went ahead and already opened this because we had to charge it up. I just want to show you this came in a clear plastic case here. The manual, very readable. Check this out, man. How cool is this? I just think this is the coolest look ever, man. This is a sweet little pocket drone. It is not a joke. So check this out. If you squeeze both sides, bam. How awesome is that, huh? They clip in very good, man. Very smooth operating legs here. If you guys saw my review of the JJRC Christmas egg, this has almost the exact same innards in it, camera-wise, and functionality is almost identical to the Christmas egg. So this thing is very cool. It came with, pull this open here, get this out, there we go. Came with this transmitter, which the only thing I'm not too psyched about, honestly, is the transmitter. I would have loved to have seen sticks instead of rollers. Rollers just don't function the same way as sticks. Also, another con for me is that none of these buttons are marked. And let's face facts here, guys. There are a ton of buttons on this transmitter. You almost have to tape a piece of paper to write all these down. Not that too many of you are going to be using the transmitter for this. Today we're just going to go over app functionality because I believe most of you will be using the app for this. But it does come with a fairly simple transmitter. I'm not a fan of roller pads. Roller pads are way different than having joysticks. This just seems very weird. So anyways, let's get to the functionality of this bird here. We'll pop up the app and we'll take a flight. I'll show you guys how this looks, man. So see you in a sec. Alrighty guys, flight of the JJRC Soul. Here we go. The first thing you're going to do is take this. Actually, you're going to take your phone and you're going to go to the Play Store and download an app just called JJRC. Once you've installed the app, then you're ready for the next step. All we're going to do is take the quad, and remember guys, put it on the ground first so the gyros can stabilize, and start it up on the ground. That's why the button's on top. There you go. Now, that is going to be transmitting a Wi-Fi signal. So we're going to go ahead and bump up my Wi-Fi and wait until I see JJRC on here. We'll give it a sec. Searching. There it is. We're going to go ahead and connect to it. Give it a sec. It says connected. Go ahead and close this down. We'll pull up JJRC. And I'm going to go ahead and hit connect. You should see camera footage here in a sec. There you go. We got the camera footage live. Say hello to my feet. We're going to turn this around. You guys have a look at the hallway. And if you guys are using this from the app, the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is push off, which will turn on the controls, so now they're on. I'm also going to bring up special features. Okay, this is your auto takeoff, that's your auto land. This is for manual. If you want to turn this on, it allows you to draw a path of what you want it to do. We tried that with the Christmas egg inside the house. It didn't work out very well. So we probably won't use that function, but it does work. This is for your rates, 30, 60, 100. We're gonna go ahead and fly inside to start off with at 30% rates. I can take a picture. I'll show you what that looks like. And I can start the camera, so that's what we're gonna do. This is your emergency stop button, and this is for trim adjustments. Very simple. That's pretty much the functionality of what we're gonna get into here today with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take auto takeoff. I'll push this, and you should see it take off. There you go. Nice and stable flyer. I can fly it with one hand, very stable. We'll take her down to the end, just flying it with one hand here. There we go. Bring her on back. Nice and stable. Now I will tell you this, guys, the flips do not work well with this quad at all. I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and push 360 and choose a direction. There you go. We'll go ahead and cut the motors. All right. Let's pop that one joint open. That apparently closed when it ran into something. So, as you can see, flips are not what this thing is good at. No matter what you do, it just doesn't do good flips. We'll go ahead and start the camera again. I'll take off one more time, get her up in the air, and we'll do that flip for you one more time just so you guys can be sure about this. I'm going to push the flip button and we'll go right. There you go, it recovered that time. So apparently it can do left and rights maybe pretty well. We'll do that one more time here. We'll go left. There we go. Nope, didn't recover that time. And if you do a front flip, same thing, front flip, into the ground it goes. So if you're gonna do flips, guys, you need to be nice and high, okay? Let's get this up in the air here again. All right, let's turn the, there we go. We get her straightened out here again so she's usable. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bump the rates up here. We'll bump it up to 60 and we'll take her to the end of the hallway. As you can see, the pitch is a lot more aggressive here. Take her up a bit. There we go. Maybe I did. She's still flying, so. I think I in accident used the touch controls and hit the emergency land button is what I did. So, all right, let's bring her down just a tad bit here so we're not gonna run into the fan. And let's push her up to 100% rates. Oh yeah, she's way more aggressive here. A little too fast for herself. All right, we'll put her back into 30% rates here. So I'm willing to try this while we still have battery. Here we go, this is the special features. I'll draw over here and see what it does. Draw, draw, draw a line, draw a line, draw, 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 draw a line this way. Push a line forward. Come on, come on. There we go. We'll draw a line, draw a line, draw a line, draw a line. So as you can see, just by drawing, it'll do what you want it to do. Just draw on your screen what you want it to do. I want it to come back towards me, draw. I want it to go this way. I want it to go that way. You just draw a line where you want it to go, and it'll choose that direction. So there's the LBC. We'll go ahead and auto land her. And emergency stop, just in case. We'll go ahead and stop the camera there. So it's got about a 4-minute flight time, and most of the functionality of this quad does work. I'm not going to go too in depth on the transmitter here, guys, but as you can see, the camera is fairly good. It's a little washed out color-wise. If you move too fast, you can see there's some latency lag and it kind of bends the image a bit. So it's not nearly as good as the Christmas egg, but I believe for the most part it does have the same functionality almost without the G sensor as the Christmas egg does. So this is the JJRC Soul, courtesy of RC Moment. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, fold these legs in. This is a fun little selfie quad to kind of take with you. I'm not, like I said, guys, I'm not impressed by the transmitter that comes with this. I wish they would have put joysticks instead of rollers. So I would probably never use that. Some of you guys might. That's not my forte. I would rather stick with the app. But for the most part, man, it works really, really well. It's quite an impressive little quad. I wish the flips worked better and the transmitter had physical joysticks. That would be super cool. Do I think it's worth the price? Yeah. I think it fits the price point. Yeah, like I said, if they could fix those two things, and the flight time I wish was more like 5 or 6 minutes, but I mean, it's ultra thin. I got to give it credit where credit is due. So, do I think it's super cool? Heck yeah. I mean, it just looks neat. It functions pretty darn well. It flies very good. I think this is more of an indoor flyer than an outdoor flyer. And the reason I say that is because my air conditioning was just on and it was kind of like blowing it all over the place. So I think any kind of breeze might mess with this, but this would be a great indoor flyer. So this is the JJRC Soul, courtesy of RC Moment. That was a quick review. I'll go ahead and post the purchase link down below, and I'll also put in a code. I'm not quite sure how much the code is for off. I can check and find out with Jack, my rep, but I'm having fun with it, man. It's fun when you're just using it with your phone. I'm not a transmitter person when it comes to rollers, so I'm gonna avoid this like the plague. I would rather use the functionality of the phone. But other than that, man, it's not a bad little bird. It's one of the cooler ones that I've seen out in the micro range. So, alrighty guys, this is Drone Worship, and I'm out. Tootaroo.